Hello and welcome to Vibe Cafe, a show where we talk about any and everything from spontaneous to controversial to entertaining conversations. We bring you positive vibes and maximum entertainment. My name is Tara, and I always do this with the beautiful Lerin every week.
Hi.
Hi,
How
you
are
look
you?
good as always. I think that's
Don't
like
say
part of my
it's
show.
okay. It's
It's
okay.
part of the show. You just come to slay, and
Thank
we love it.
you. You look amazing.
Thank you,
As
darling. Thank
always.
you
You're
so
always
much.
like sometimes I just, let's not say it. It's
Right.
obvious.
It's
It's
okay.
obvious.
Okay
Anyway,
then.
today's show is absolutely packed. We are going to
Mhm.
be having a very interesting conversation as
Yes.
well as movie review,
Mhm.
games, and so much more.
Mm.
This is Vibe Cafe. We'll go on a break and we come back. We're going to start the conversation, so don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Vibe Cafe. If you're just joining us today, we're going to be talking about cheating.
Mhm.
This is something that I've heard people complain about a lot,
Yeah.
especially in Lagos. People are getting naughty, but we are going to get into it. The
Right.
question for the day is,
Mm.
would you tell your partner if
If
you
you
cheated?
cheated.
Will you?
There are things to consider before you actually do that.
Okay, like
Right.
what?
I mean, why did I cheat?
Okay,
Do I still want the relationship?
okay.
Can I handle the process of healing and getting back together to the way things work? Because it's going to be a whole lot of work.
Mm.
Can I handle that? Those are the questions that need to be answered before you make that decision. People would ordinarily tell you you do not have to.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to tell your partner that you cheated. What's the point? And takes me back to, do you want, if you don't want the relationship, if you don't care about the relationship, by all means, tell him you cheated.
And then
Tell
move.
her you
So
cheated.
so you tell the person,
Mhm.
you know what, I did this, and then you move on. You
You
leave them with the scar and the hurt. Like, what's the point?
exactly. So if you really love that person, if your reasons were, I mean, please don't say temptation. If your reasons were, um, there's no valid reason, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
whatever reason you give is stupid. You had every other choice to, a different choice to make, but you chose to do that thing with someone else that's not your partner. So I feel like the only time you should tell that you cheated is if you really do not care about the relationship.
Okay.
If that person is not giving you what you want from that relationship, if you would rather, be with other people, random people, or that person that you cheated on your partner with, then by all means. But if you're like really, really sorry, you regret it, you cannot even explain why that happened. I mean, obviously, if it's not rape, you just don't know, like, you can't process it, but you're really sorry that you did this to this person that you love and care about, the one that respects you, the one that loves you as well. If you
It's okay
still,
to keep it
if you even if you feel deep down that you still need to tell that person because this thing I did is wrong and I can't live with myself for having done that, tell them.
Okay.
Tell them, but you should know that it comes with consequences.
True.
Your relationship might be over. That person might take eternity to get over what you've done.
Exactly.
So if you're ready to live at the risk of that, by all means, tell.
I
It's
completely,
relative, yeah.
like, it makes so much sense to put all of these things into consideration. Like, if you ask me this question, like,
Yeah.
if you 2, 3 years ago, I would say, yes, tell the person. Just
Yeah.
come out and say it. Because the person deserves to know.
Yes.
But I've grown to a certain extent where I know that sometimes even the person may not want to know because it takes a long healing process.
Exactly.
Like, once you say something like that, especially to someone who really truly loves you and wants you to be in their lives,
Yeah.
it wounds them.
Yes.
And the trust is no longer there. It's always going to be a problem in the relationship. If you're going out, the person is going to start overthinking,
It's
like,
always a
is this
question,
person
you
now
should do it
going out to
again.
do it again? Even
you
if
do
you're
it
just
again?
being genuine, telling them because you don't want to do that anymore.
Very
The
true.
questions are always going to be there.
Exactly.
And I feel like it's not fair in a lot of ways. But at the same time, again, I would honestly just say, when you get to that point in a relationship where you feel like, you can't really be with this person, you need to be with other people, instead of just getting in that crazy situation where you do something questionable and then you have to tell them, just come out openly.
calm down,
have that
I can't.
conversation.
Yeah.
You know, I'm getting to that point where I'm starting to feel a certain way. You know, have that conversation
Very
so
true.
the person knows where you're at. You know, but if you just keep going like everything is okay with this person, making them believe everything is fine, and then you cheat, and then I feel like it's just too messy because it ruins trust. And as we know, trust is key
Very key.
in
It's what holds
every
it. Yes.
relationship.
Yes.
You know,
If you
it's
have
going to change
trust,
how the person treats you, how you feel. You know, it's a whole lot.
it's a
It's
whole
a
lot.
messy
It's a
situation.
whole lot.
So no.
It's relative. But I mean, what we've said, it's up to you to decide if you want to tell your partner that you cheated. But there are just a lot of things to consider. By all means, as I've said, go ahead and tell them straight away if you do not want that relationship anymore. But if you care about that relationship, take your time to ask yourself questions, to put your words together, your thoughts together. You know your partner better. You know what you can say that will help them understand why that happened, and then who you even did it with. Because these days,
Yeah, I
man,
mean, like if you cheated with a friend, you know, it's going to like it will hurt worse than if you did it with someone else.
you
If
get
even if
there's
the
a
person
whole
wasn't
lot.
giving you enough attention, care, love, you have the option of leaving the relationship. Like you literally can tell them, you know what, you're not giving me the care I
Yeah,
want.
yeah.
I'm not getting what I want from this relationship, and because of that, I want to leave. Instead of staying in the relationship, cheating, and then wounding the
Yes,
person. Like it's just a really, really messy
it's a messed up
situation.
situation. And I think at this point, I should just get on with our fact file
Okay.
for today that says that most people that cheat, yeah, they're those ones that get into the relationship for the sole purpose of being dependent economically on the person. Those people that marry because this person can provide my needs, not necessarily emotional. They can buy me this, they can buy me that, they can send me to school, they can help me start my business just for the financial gain. That's their reason for being in the relationship. Those people are more bound to cheat than other people. Obviously, every boys and girls cheat. It's not just the men that cheat. Women cheat. Married women, not just people in relationship. Everybody cheats, yes, but their reasons differ. But then again, like I said, the fact file for today is saying that those who cheat the most are those ones that go into relationships for the sole purpose of just getting financial gain from their partners.
You know, the weird thing is you would think that if you're in a relationship with someone who is literally taking care of you, providing, you don't want to bite the hand that feeds you. So you would want to, you know, be cautious and do things the right way. But apparently,
no,
that's not the case.
Because they get bored, because that's not the essence of being in a relationship, because they got it all wrong from the start. You do not go into, I mean, even if that's the case, right? How about make it an open relationship? So you know that this is what I'm getting from this person.
What if the person is not interested in an
then
open
you move.
relationship?
Then you move.
But you shall still want the money.
There's another
you
person
still want
that's
to be
open
chopping.
to that. That's what we keep forgetting. There's another person that's open to providing for your, you know, sexual, emotional, and financial needs, you know, and does not really want that commitment
Of being in a relationship.
Do you understand? There are people that just want to do certain things and they're okay with, you know, the clause and whatnot. So
basically, sugar mommy,
else.
sugar daddies.
That and friends with benefit. I mean, they have
I do not recommend.
I do not too, but I mean, instead of hurting somebody that really cares about you, that wants something with you, a future with you, instead of doing all of that, just look for somebody who wants the same thing as you, which is what we've been preaching every other time we talk about relationships.
You know what? We could literally go on and on and on talking about this passionately, as you can see. I can see veins on Tara's head. I'm just joking. But yeah, we'll go on a quick break. When we come back, we've got the movie review. And yeah, we also got some amazing tips for you. Definitely. Plus games, so don't go anywhere. This is Vibe Cafe.
Welcome back to Vibe Cafe, and now to the tips of the day. We've been talking about how or whether or not you should tell your partner if you cheated, and right about now we're going to give you tips to know if your spouse, your husband, your girlfriend, your boyfriend is actually cheating on you.
Just in case they took my advice and are not giving you the information, but you shall want to know if someone is messing around. These are tips that would definitely help you to, you know, find that information.
What's on your list, Larry?
The first thing for me is when they're sneaking. Like, answer phone calls, you run to the bathroom. what's happening?
That.
You know, you want to read text messages, all of a sudden you are locking your phone. I used to know the password, all of a sudden I'm not knowing the password. You know, you're sending, chatting, smiling one kind. I'll say, what's up? You're like, nothing. There's something going on.
Something fishy is
Definitely
going
something
on.
fishy going on.
Also, if you notice that your partner, you know, the attention they give to you is starting to fade. It doesn't happen like that. It does something is distracting that person. Something outside. It could be work or it could be anything. But this is like a clue for you to check in with your partner. If the attention is depreciating, you want to question it. I mean, don't go all in and say, I know you're cheating on me, that's why you stopped this. I know you're cheating on me, that's why you don't do this anymore. I mean, it's one way, but it could mean several other things. It could mean that he's been busy. It could mean that he's, you know, he just has a lot going on, and it could actually mean that he has somebody else or she has somebody else that is, you know, tutoring her, that is telling her new things, things that are invoked that she wants to hear, that apparently you're not telling her. So it could be that when the attention starts to fade, you want to question your partner's integrity.
All right. Apart from that,
Yeah.
when the person, you know, starts to improved looks, for instance,
That
this
is not for
person
you.
before, you know, before you go on date or you go out and the person is wearing flip-flops,
Anyhow.
just dressed anyhow,
Yeah.
doesn't like,
Yeah.
you know, perfumes as much, just want to and is good. All of a sudden, perfume in the morning, you want to go out, you dress, you know, who are you going to impress? You know, there's
Yes.
probably someone they're
Honestly.
trying to
Honestly.
look good for
Yeah.
that is not you, especially
Yes.
if you're not where they're doing all of these things, you know.
And also to add to that is when they go out without you.
Yes.
When I mean,
Boys'
usually we'll
night.
be going out together, and then all of a sudden, no, you don't need to come, babe. No, you don't need to come. It's just me and the girls. It's just me and the boys. Nah. Question it. It's probably going to see Kemi.
And then you spray perfume everywhere. Okay.
And then you come home when I'm asleep.
Your shirt is starched. Okay. What is happening?
You need to question that, to be honest. Also, another thing for me would be when, like, it's plain to see that there is somebody. Where did this person appear from? Don't be all... I'm not saying everybody is doing that, is cheating when they have new friends and whatnot, but for real though, sometimes when new people come into our lives, they come in with a different vibe. They come in... They're just different from the person that we've been stuck with for 5 years, 2 years, 6 months. And they just bring new stuff. So it's just okay to question it, especially when you notice that that partner of yours is constantly in communication with this new person. Someone that wasn't there when you started dating this person.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? If it was a guy and now has this new friend, whether a colleague or someone he's in business with or just a friend he met on a flight, ask questions. Put your eyes out. Like, do this to him. I am watching you. And that Kemi girl that you say, you know, you understand. Just notice those things, right?
All right. I definitely would like to continue this conversation, but sadly, we are running out of time.
Yeah.
So we'll go on a break. When we're back, we've got the movie review for you and games, so don't go anywhere. This is Vibe Cafe. Welcome back to Vibe Cafe. This is the part of the show where we review a movie, and today we're talking about Tiwa Savage. Why does this sound like Tiwa Savage? It sounds like Tiwa Savage.
Yes, they just...
Tiwa Savage.
Yeah.
So that's the movie, and it was directed by Gashin Salvador. So this movie pretty much follows the life of a Nigerian celebrity. It's a true life story.
True life story.
That follows the life of a Nigerian celebrity who got 3 women pregnant, and they decided to live in the same house at the same time.
Is that even doable?
Till they gave what?
Is that doable?
Well, they did it in the film, and it
I
was chaos. There was so much
Yeah.
drama,
Yeah.
and it was just, you know, crazy. But we're going to get into it. First of all,
how
how do you feel? Wait, what?
So no,
How
I
do you
mean,
feel about the movie?
I saw the movie quite all right. But I just did not wait to see the end, because I'm like, what is all this drama? This does not happen in this day and age. It
I'm
doesn't
telling
happen.
you,
They exaggerated the acting. It's easy, yes, I know, a true life story, but I'm sure even in the life of that Nigerian celebrity that they, made the movie after, it wasn't that chaotic. It wasn't a Hausa, Yoruba, Igbo. This one speaking their language, that one speaking their language. And it wasn't. It was still
you
dramatic.
don't know that. I'm very interested in
I
finding
want to
out who
believe,
this Nigerian
right?
celebrity is. But
Right.
that's a conversation for a completely different day. Talking about the film itself. At first, I was excited because
Same here.
there were like some faces, known faces, Timini, Bimbo, like there were actors that I felt like, okay, this is going to be a great film.
Segun Arinze was in that movie.
Segun Arinze played his father, and I'm like, this is going to be a great film. But some of the acting I felt like was too dramatized. You know, it was just. It was
a lot going on.
It was too much.
You don't understand. And then at some point, I got confused. At some point, I thought his original wife, the Zainab, the Hausa one, was the one who had extramarital affair. Then we found out that it was the Yoruba one. It was a confusing situation. At some point, I couldn't understand if they were taking us back or forward, like whether she was thinking of what to do in the situation when she found out that all these people, those women, were pregnant for her husband. And please, how do you ever have that situation where you're in your matrimonial home and then, okay, the second person that got pregnant, the Yoruba girl, was his wife's friend. So they were staying together. Yeah. I can understand that one. But all of a sudden, someone from outside just comes into your matrimonial home and tells you, I'm pregnant.
Yeah. Have you not seen entitled people?
Are you serious?
Have you not seen? It's even possible this lady, wanted this all along, and she was the one that even initiated it. And you never know.
It was just too dramatic.
I'm just saying, if it's a true life story, chances are that three women were living in the same house, pregnant for one man. It's possible.
But can there ever be peace in such a home?
Obviously not. It was chaos, even in the movie. At some point, there was this scene where he was with the wife in the master's bedroom. One of the women screamed, and then he ran to her, "Are you okay?" checking, and then the other one screamed. I know it's pretense,
he was. And then the father was not helping matters. He was the one who actually encouraged his son to go out and have that, since your wife is not there.
He said have one. He didn't say three, and bring them into the same room. It was just but I loved it. It was comedy. It was comic.
It was,
I love that. I also love the part where they were speaking their languages. Like bringing Hausa, Yoruba, Igbo. I mean, we're in a country that has, different cultures, different languages. So bringing all of that into one film was amazing. The fact that they got to each speak their language, singing songs, that was good. I like that.
4 over 10 for me, Lerin. What's yours?
Ooh, 4. Okay, I would give it 5.
Okay, 5 over 10.
That's because I'm nice.
Yeah, you're a nice person. Anyways, go see that movie for yourself. Tanwa Savage. Okay, that is the name of the movie. See it, enjoy it. I'm sure you'll enjoy it, especially if you like drama or comedy and all of that. Yeah, do not go anywhere. We have games to play. You want to watch that one?
Welcome back to Vibe Cafe. Now it's time for us to play a game called Questions. All right, so basically we are going to take turn, ask ourselves questions, but the catch is you can't answer the question. You have to answer the question with another question, or ask a question.
Ask a question and answer with a question, pretty much. Yes.
And you have like 30 seconds or less than that to do that as well. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's go. I'm going to start things off with a question. Why do you look so fine?
Do you want me to not look fine?
I would like for you to look fine, I guess.
That's a sentence. Okay, I guess. Okay, that completes it. Do you know that you look pretty today?
Why won't I look pretty?
Is that what we're going to be doing?
Just keep it going.
I did. Is that what we're going to be doing?
Why are we even having this conversation?
We are playing a game, aren't we?
Where is this coming from?
From Vibe Cafe, a show that we do. Have you lost your memory or something, Larry? Like
Something is really wrong with this game, isn't it?
it is, because it's funny. It's ridiculous. It is. But anyways, did you eat today?
Why are your sentences getting longer and longer?
Because I'm trying to ask you a question. So just answer, will you?
I don't like how this is going, but let's continue, shall we?
Yes, we shall.
What's going on?
I lost there. We are playing a game, Larry. How many times do I have to remind you of that?
Should we talk about something else?
I think we should talk about something else. Maybe talk about what you will have for dinner.
Why are we doing our hands like this?
Because we're trying to make a point. Is that not the case?
Are you tired of this game?
I am tired of this game, Larry. But it was
Should
fun.
we move on?
We should move on. I'll be making sentences. So
You're
I think
making
it's fine.
sentences.
I
Why?
know. Because I'm done asking questions that I have answers to.
Okay, all right, okay.
No, that was okay. That was okay. Larry won this round of the game. It was amazing. I mean, listen, I hope you all are trying these games at home, because like you will
They're
laugh your
actually
heart
very fun.
out.
Yeah,
Yes,
very fun.
yes. And you get to laugh, which is
Very good,
it's,
always good.
it's very good for you.
Therapy.
Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate you. We love you. Next week we return with another episode of
Vibe Cafe. So yeah, tune in with us as well. In the meantime, do follow us on social media at Vibe Cafe Show. Follow me, Larry, Nick, and Tara.
_TTARRA.